Comic-Con. Let's hear it one more time. How's it going, Tampa Bay Comic-Con? Folks, my name is Danny, and I am so excited to be your moderator today because I actually, I have a beautiful, beautiful job, but I've been looking forward to this one. And who here's excited? Okay, do me one little favor. We're gonna bring in Robert, but I need your help. We're gonna bring this whole room down, and I need you at like top max volume to make those people out there miss out on something great. Sound good? Yeah. All right. Let me get ready.
The T1000. T1000.
Folks, it is my honor, my pleasure to introduce at Tampa Bay Comic-Con the one, the only, Robert Patrick!
Wow, that was enthusiastic. I really appreciate that.
These people are
expected. Wow, you never get tired of hearing that. How exciting.
Rob, how you doing?
Keep you guys around on a regular basis.
Bring them in, yeah.
Build up my low self-esteem.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's nice. Thank you very much.
How has the Tampa Bay Comic-Con been treating you? How have you been liking it?
It's been wonderful. It's always great to see people. I enjoy meeting everybody and hearing their stories about watching Terminator 2 or Wayne's World.
Peacemaker.
Thinking that's back, going back 34 years, and then you realize, Jesus Christ, I've been doing this.
Peacemaker.
40 years I've been making entertainment. It's fun to meet people and people that are fans of Peacemaker. Yes.
Oh yeah.
What else have I done?
Spy Kids. Oh wait, sorry, not recently.
I did Walking Dead. Walking Dead and
X-Files.
Stargate Atlantis. Yeah, I did one episode of that.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate in some of this stuff. Scorpion was fun.
Yeah, the last.
X-Files was fun. And,
We're in that one Korean movie.
one Korean movie. Which one was that?
You were parodying yourself as a T-1000 in the movie.
Oh, I think that was a film for China.
Oh,
If
okay.
I remember correctly. Yeah, somebody asked me.
I'm so curious about your time on Terminator. How was that? What was it like? Again,
It was a great experience. I got paid scale. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was a very big star at the time.
Oh yeah.
And still is. And James Cameron obviously was an amazing director, writer. And I was an unknown actor that benefited from Billy Idol's Harley Davidson motorcycle crash.
Oh.
He was originally scheduled to be the T-1000.
Really?
Yeah. And then he wrecked. Our Harley Davidson got in a really bad motorcycle accident. And they sent out a notice looking for an unknown. And I fit the bill, I guess. Had a pretty extensive audition process with James Cameron. And got the job. And then years later, I had a wonderful opportunity. Actually, I'll have to reveal this.
Oh, here we go.
Because the Harley Davidson accident, I'm now the proud owner of Harley Davidson of Santa Clarita. So now I sell Harleys since they're responsible for my career. It's a little joke. It's a long way to go for that T-shirt, though.
Not a single worries. And folks, since we got ourselves a really cool layout here in this room, if you have any questions, simply raise your hand. We'll call some people out and we'll answer them. Hi.
Hi.
You in the bright green Batman shirt.
Bright Green Batman. So I was a marketing consultant on Peacemaker, one of my favorite projects I ever worked on. So good work there.
And what does that mean exactly, a marketing consultant?
You got a marketing consultant here.
Yeah. It's a fancy way of saying that I help with some of the social media campaigns, like some of the on-camera stuff that like where John Cena like reads me tweets or things like that.
Yeah.
But this is about you. This ain't about me.
No, it's about you now. Now it's no. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
What'd you
I was
watch
with
it?
John on Friday.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're filming season 2, yeah.
What?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So, what are your memories of filming that awesome introduction dance sequence?
Well, we rehearsed that dance sequence for quite a while, and we all were rehearsing it. And I would rehearse with Jen and Daniela, and they were always at my rehearsal, so I was behind them trying to follow along with them, and I really sucked at it. And it was quite apparent when I showed up when they started to shoot it. James Good looked at me and goes, "Jesus Christ, you're terrible." And I said, "I know, I really suck." And he goes, "I might have to do something special for you. We'll create a special little segment for you. It's so bad." And I said, "Okay." It ended up being a good little part. You know, can you do a couple pelvis thrusts? Sure.
Gotcha.
I like it because it fit your character.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Half-hearted attempt at dancing on my part.
Small world. Any other? Oh yes.
But that was a lot of fun. I followed Jen's Jen's lead.
Somebody hit the light over there. Do us a kindness and turn it back on. Oh. This is not moonlighting, Robert. This is not moonlighting. I'm not trying to romance you.
What's going on over here?
Yeah. We got some.
This guy's.
Now we're hit. Oh. Hey, get up. We did it.
There's a saboteur over there. And then he's leaning on it again. What's with this guy?
Keep an eye on that guy. Keep an eye on that guy. But we
What was your question, young lady? Or young guy?
Hello.
What was your favorite moment on the set of Terminator 2?
My favorite moment on the set of Terminator 2, I think when I arrived naked. Have you ever been naked in front of 300 people? Boy, you haven't lived. Let me just tell you what, it's a powerful experience. Because you see all these people standing around, they want to look at you, but they can't.
That's like no performance anxiety on your end.
Oh, hell no. Confidence was high that night. It was cold, too.
So, any other questions we have from the audience? Yes.
Did you have to do any special research?
I hope he's all right with that.
Yeah.
And that answer, okay.
That's great.
What was that now, sir? Yes.
Did you have to do any special research on like the autism spectrum to do scorpion?
No, none whatsoever. Yeah.
For the research,
I didn't do any research for that whatsoever. Yeah.
just jump right into
Just
Scorpion.
jumped right into Scorpion.
Nice.
And treated them all with respect. They were all sweet kids. Had a lot of fun doing that show.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but I got a lot of respect for people that do work with autistic children. One of my dearest friends has an autistic son, so I listen to a lot of what he goes through with his son. So got a lot of respect for him.
Respect. Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, real good buddy of mine. Brian Olsen.
Oh yeah.
His son is I think junior in high school now. So a lot of special care.
You want to pick anybody here for a question?
Yeah. Dan, you're doing a great job.
Oh,
Dan.
my
Don't
goodness,
sell yourself short.
Jeez Louise, no, go right back at you. Come on, Rob.
All right, what's up? Don't call me Rob.
Okay.
I was doing good. He called me Rob.
I got you.
So,
You in the back.
okay. So, I only watched Terminator 2 a few times, and I heard that you had to retake the scene where you were running up to, I forgot his name, on the motorcycle.
That would be John Connor. And if John Connor was not saved, the whole world would be gone.
Right, and so it was
And you
said-
forgot his name. Unbelievable.
That's on me, I admit that.
Yes.
So,
the actor that played John Connor is Edward Furlong.
That's probably
He's
my
a very, very good young man. Nice guy. He's 40 now. He's 40 years old, 40 something.
So in that scene,
Yes, sir.
did you have to retake it so many times because you were running up so fast?
Okay, well, let me tell you what happened. So I trained very, very hard for Terminator 2. Obviously, it's a very physical role. And much of the performance is actually the physicality of the character. And specifically the run. We worked on a run that we wanted, that we designed to make it look like it was very linear and concise, and, you know, there was no deviation, it was just straight. And patterned it after some of the sprinters from the day. So I trained and trained and trained for 3 or 4 months, and the day came that we actually had to do that chasing, and they said, Robert, you know, you come out of this, whatever, this thing, and you'll jump over this hedge here, and you'll come looking around here, and you'll go up this way, and then once this happens, then you're going to run into this, and these cars are going to miss you. Don't worry about the cars, they're going to miss you. So you just keep running, and then you're going to make a left over here, and then you're going to go up, and you're going to grab the tractor trailer, you're going to pull that guy out. It's all one big long sequence. We're going to film it as a big long sequence. And it's where I take over the truck. So I say, okay, cool. And they say, you ready? And I say, yep, I'm ready. They say, okay, here we go. Action. And I ran over and I jumped over the hedge, and I started running after the dirt bike, and I caught the dirt bike. And I just stopped, and I said, movie's over, I win. So James Cameron said, Jesus, how fast are you? And I said, I had no idea. And he said, well, we were prepped for, what were we going, like, I don't know, 13 miles an hour or something. We're going to have to bump this all up to 15 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. And I said, okay, cool. So they sped everything up, and then I couldn't catch it. So I caught it one time, and then they cranked up they sped up their action, and then I just ran through it.
You clocked 13 miles per hour.
I remember running in there with the cars, like, hitting right behind me and stuff like that, thinking, oh, that's got to look so good. Yeah, and I was just, you know what, at the time when we were doing that, I mean, I was in, you had to really, you know, I was in shape like an athlete, and you're just praying that you're not going to get hurt. You know, like pull a hamstring or something like that. So I remember the whole time we were making that movie, and all those sequences, I was busy stretching out and just staying loose and, you know, waiting to come in and do my thing. So.
Absolutely amazing.
Lucked out.
Amazing. Any other questions? Raise your hand. I'll take this one, Mr. Patrick. Yes, you, sir.
Oh, I forgot about you guys over there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Actually, this is kind of to launch off your last answer. You mentioned extensive audition for Terminator 2. So it sounds like...
Yeah, 4 days. I had 4-day audition.
Yeah, it sounds like the running was actually developed after your cast.
Yeah.
With the audition, actually, did you have to run around in front of James Cameron?
No. Well, you know what was interesting about how that all came together? It was meant to be that I was to play that part, because there were so many things that happened that it was just obvious it was going to be me. It was a role that I was born to play. And one of them was the fact that I had, my early part of my career, I was an unknown actor at the time, but I had done a lot of stuff for Roger Corman, who was the king of the B movies. Yeah. And I had, my early experience was all Roger Corman. I had done like 7 or 8 films for him. And so had James Cameron. But I was behind him. So when he was going up through Roger Corman, working for Roger, he had left, and I was like a couple years behind him, and then I came in and got all that experience working for Roger. When you worked for Roger, you did everything. As an actor, if you were good at stunts, you were going to have a career, because they were going to make you do more and more stunt actually films. So I did all these films for them, and had done all this action anyway. So you know, Jim considered that when I auditioned. So it was a shared experience we had already had. And then he kind of called and checked around on me and found out and heard, you know, what was my work ethic, and you know, what was I, who was I, what was I about, all this kind of stuff. got some recommendations for me. So, ended up getting it. And most of the auditions I did were, it was just the way I moved, and you know, what he was trying to convey with the character, and just everything that I was doing is what's in the movie, and I hadn't even read the script. So the whole way I move in the movie, I created in the audition. So, you know, and then it just went from there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And I didn't know what I was creating.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, like, create this intense presence.
And robotic. I mean, you had to kind of.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The first command was create an intense presence. On the spot.
I have another question too, if I can.
Yeah.
So, how did the Wayne's World scene actually come into play? Was that did they write
The movie was out. The movie was in theaters. Terminator 2 was in theaters when they were filming Wayne's World.
Okay.
And Lauren Michaels, the executive producer of Wayne's World, thought it would be funny to cast me as a police officer pulling Wayne over. It was his idea.
Okay.
And Mike Myers, I don't know, I've never seen Mike Myers since, but apparently he didn't think it was a good idea. So he was against it. Funny enough, when I went and saw the film with Penelope Spheris at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood, we went to the premiere, that bit got the biggest laugh.
Yeah, because it's out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was really gratified, very happy.
Yeah, give it up for that bit, everybody. Let Mike Myers here.
Poor guy, I don't know why he didn't want you to do it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Your name again, Dave? I'm so curious about your time on set with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What do you want to know? He
Well,
went in his trailer, and I went in my trailer.
really? Like that?
I would come in with makeup, he'd be in there eating his oatmeal and his strawberries. I'd walk by, it's 1,000.
That's how he just referred to you as T-1000? You go T-1000.
Every once in a while I'd walk by, he'd grab my t-shirt, he'd look at my abs. I had a very protruding six-pack. And he was, you know,
He was Arnold
he was
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. We were looking at that going, damn it. Gotta do more sit-ups.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, he had a little
Little ab envy.
ab envy.
Yeah. Any other questions?
He's a
out
good
there?
guy, though. I love working with Arnold. He would, you know, in the action sequences that I was in with him, with the fight scenes like that, he was totally committed, totally there.
Right.
One time I beat the shit out of his real arm.
What?
They had his arm pinned behind his back in a prosthetic, and I had that rod that I was whacking away on him. And one take, he kind of turned back and looked at his rods. That was my real arm. I said, "Oh shit." Sorry about that, buddy. I'll try to do better.
That's insane.
And we had another fight, and the retaliation, you know, the fight scene coming up after that, I was totally scared. I was going to cheap shot me son. He was a gentleman. He's a
Gentleman, consummate professional.
Love Arnold.
Yes, you and yes.
Yeah. Did it feel weird being a character who's more advanced than someone who's a 7-time Mr. Olympia?
Well, they're way deeper than I thought about it at the time. So, I mean, I was a fan of Arnold's. You know, his bodybuilding career had preceded his acting career, and you know, he was a super charismatic bodybuilder and built that sport up. And so he was a very well-known guy when we worked together. And yeah, I admire him. He's quite a human being.
Beautiful. Any other questions? Let me see. Yes, you, ma'am. Yes.
The alien.
Yes, with the alien.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Alright. I'm curious now with all this talk about, well, the different actors. What was it like working with Linda Hamilton?
Well, she was great. Yeah, sexy Linda. Yeah, I saw her last weekend in Chicago. She's still gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful lady. Wonderful. I had a lot of fun working with her. Yeah. But we all sort of stuck into our own little, you know, worlds. You know, I was just petrified I was going to get fired. So even as confident as I was that what I had created was, pretty special. I was still very insecure and not sure of who I was. And I thought at any moment this is all going to be blown up and go away. This can't be happening to me. I can't be the new Terminator. How the hell did that happen? But so, after about 6 months, I finally relaxed, and I guess we've been here for a while. True story.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Any other hands? Let's see who we got. Yes, you.
Yes, so I know that you parodyed yourself a lot, like in Wayne's World, being an action hero or something like that. What made you parody yourself being a Chinese film?
Cash. Dude, everything I do is about money. I mean, I hate to break it to you. I don't do this for free. So if you got cash and I'm interested and I want to do it, I'm available. It's no different than any other actor out there.
It's so, it's exactly that. Yeah.
We do everything where this is how we make a living. So if somebody, your creative integrity is basically as strong as your financial integrity, and you pick and choose what you want to do. I turned down a lot of shit. Trust me, there's a lot of stuff that you get offered and you just go, I don't want to do this, it's crap. But you gotta make a living. I put 2 kids through college.
I enjoyed you in
I own a
Sonic
business, and I have to put money in that business.
Yeah. And Harley Davidson too at the booth.
Well, that's the business.
That it is? Yeah. Oh wait, I see the question over there. Yes, you
But
do.
everything, so those are your choices. That's why you do certain things. And then there's certain things you don't do. Porn, I've really stayed out of it. That's always an option.
I guess you over there. Hello.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned that you turned down a lot of stuff. Is there anything that you turned down that turned into something big that maybe you either regret or thought, turned out way better than you thought it would?
Ooh, any roles you turned down that turned out to be like something.
I'm trying to think. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that I turned down that turned out to be something I regret turning down, is your question. No.
No's a great answer.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Good.
That's fair. Yeah. There it is.
But I feel like there might be something, so I got to really kind of think about this.
I'll circle
I'll
back.
come back to it.
Yeah.
We'll circle back.
Yeah.
Can I do this tomorrow?
I hope. I don't know. I'll check the
This is
schedule.
my one panel for the panel.
Hi there. Yes, you.
Here I am in Tampa Bay.
Thank you for being
I did a film in Tampa Bay last year.
Oh, you did?
St. Pete's Beach,
Yeah.
which is right over
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
It's called Mermaid
Oh.
with John Pemberton. And it's one of the most bizarre films I've ever done. I got a full body spray tan, I'm one of those guys, walking around with his beer belly hanging out. One of those shirts, with the gold chains and stuff.
So you regret maybe doing that?
No, actually, it was fun. It was really fun. No, it's an off-the-wall character. I love playing really wild, extreme characters.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I got you. Yes.
Hey, Robert, thank you for being here with us. One, I remember you in Die Hard 2. Love you
Sure,
as a
Die
villain.
Hard 2 is my big break.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Bruce Willis killed me.
Yeah.
I'm the only actor that's been killed by the 3 original owners of Planet Hollywood. Bruce Willis killed me. Schwarzenegger killed me. Stallone killed me in Copland.
Yeah.
And then I worked with Demi Moore twice. I played her husband in a film I shot in Florida here called Striptease.
Oh, yeah.
I was a wheelchair thief.
Bo Randall, too. He's in it.
And Rumor was my daughter. And then we did Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. And Demi Moore was my business partner. And she killed me. So I got killed by the 3 original owners of Planet Hollywood and one of their wives. How about that shit? That's not bad, man.
That is awesome. But my question was, are you mad at James Cameron for making you do all that sprinting in terms
Terminator 2?
No.
Because that was a lot of running.
I'm so incredibly grateful that James Cameron gave me a career. If he hadn't cast me, Lord knows what I'd be doing. Probably.
You're a great villain.
Probably
Probably porn, yeah. Who knows, yeah.
You didn't have to get naked in front of 300 people.
I'm not, it doesn't cause me a problem.
Don't talk him into it, folks. We're asking questions here.
It's no big deal. It ain't no big deal.
And let's see, yes, you.
What's going down?
Hello.
Did you like the filming of the movie, honestly?
Oh yeah, I love Nick Lynch. I can't say his name. Liam. He's a great guy. Great guy. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was a good little movie. Anthony Robles, Jeffrey Donovan, and Jay Courtney, and Liam.
Wow.
Great guy. Yeah, I love him.
Is he intense?
Yeah, he's cool. He's a very cool guy.
Like Schwarzenegger approachable, or like you just like?
Oh yeah. Well, most of the people I've worked with, I'm working with Harrison Ford right now, and I did a movie with Harrison Ford called, it's called Firewall. And now I do 1923 with Harrison on Paramount Plus.
That's awesome.
And he's one of my favorite human beings. I mean, Harrison's just a great guy. And just because he's a big star doesn't mean he's not a good dude. He's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Most of the people I work with are really good.
That's really awesome.
I have not really worked with an asshole.
Oh,
Thank God.
oh, good.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yeah, I gotcha. We'll go with yes, you.
I got one. So you've been involved in all this iconic stuff, right? Particularly, right, Terminator being absolutely, at the top of the icons and movies. What's it been like to navigate that kind of surreal world of fame and what have been some of the lessons?
What's it like navigating fame?
Well, becoming famous as an unknown actor, and then all of a sudden being known all over the world is a very scary thing. It's very daunting. It makes you really self-conscious right away. And it took me several years to really kind of come to peace with it and take it in stride. If you're insecure to begin with, and then all of a sudden you think that people are looking at you and staring at you, and you don't know how to deal. You feel like you want to hide. You want to run away, and it's a tough thing. And unfortunately, there's a lot of traps you can fall into with alcohol abuse, drug abuse, and those kind of things. Just because you're not equipped for it, and nobody preps you for that. Nobody preps you for that kind of thing. And every individual, it's different the way they take it in. Some people they're not affected by it at all. Some people go through what I went through. Eddie Furlong and myself, both of us were really overwhelmed with the situation, and nobody really prepared us for that. We both had a problem with alcohol and drugs as a result. So, that would be the downside of it. But then, once you get through that, realize you work through all that with whatever you do with therapy or Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever you pick and choose. You work your way through it and you realize you're okay with it. And now I can take it in stride. I got no problem with it. But at the time, I was very scared. And you're also very like, fuck, what do I do next? I'm like, wow. I have a responsibility to who, to what? What's going to be my next move? What's my next choice? And you're scared. Like, I don't know if I should do this. Should I do this? I don't know. What's expected of me to do? All that kind of stuff. And it's daunting. You kind of got to figure it out. The old studio systems, they would support you in a different way. And that's what I'm saying there. There's no real support group for that. It's sort of deal with it.
I'm glad you're here and you made it on the other side. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
great. That was inspirational. Guys, give that
You talk to a lot of some of the other actors that are here that have gone through the very same thing. It's a lot. And some people, some people can, they choose to hide from it, and really, it's hard for them to walk around and in public, or fly, or walk through this or that. Some don't like to go to big sporting events, and a lot of people think like, well, they think they're better than it's not. It's they're actually terrified, because of the attention. So look at it from that point of view,
Yeah.
Now I don't give a shit. But back at the time, I was so, just imagine, all of a sudden you're so self-conscious, you're petrified to walk out of the house. It can be like that. I remember the first time it happened to me was, I was in Chicago, and I was actually doing a screen test for a movie with Robert De Niro. The movie was out. I was walking down the street of Chicago, and businessmen were like, "It's you," and you're going, "Who?" And you go, "Oh, it's me." That freaks you out. That's like, wow.
Yeah.
So, as a matter of fact, it affected what I did after T2 too. Was the movie was so huge that I had to literally figure out a way to get directors to look at me in a different way and not see the T-1000. Because all they saw was, if I walked into a meet a director to do a movie, they would see me as the T-1000. No, we can't cast that guy. We can't cast that guy, he's too recognizable as the T-1000. So I gained about 40 pounds, grew my hair long, grew a beard, and I got Fire in the Sky. And then you got to kind of prove that you're an actor and you can do something besides, the T-1000. You didn't move like Fire in the Sky, and people start to see a little different. The big breakthrough for me literally didn't come until the year 2000. Well, Copland was pretty good. That helped me out, but what really helped me out was David Scatino on The Sopranos. And when I did David Scatino on The Sopranos, I think everyone in Hollywood went like, yeah, he's a legitimately good actor. So we can hire this guy. And it takes some time.
That's amazing. Thank you for that question. Beautiful. Any other questions out there? You, ma'am, yes. Next to Maleficent, yes.
You mentioned fire.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I'll get you next. Yeah, I was pointing to you. I got you.
This is Snow White.
That's Snow White. There's Maleficent, and there's a lady next to her, and I pointed at you. Hi there.
One of you asked a question, for God's sake.
Yes.
Oh, we got a lot of time.
Yeah, we're killing it.
Oh, we got a lot of time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
What is the most interesting item you've ever had to sign?
The most interesting item you've ever had to sign.
I think a woman's breast.
Nice.
That's pretty damn interesting. I was very intrigued by it. I actually wanted to write the Gettysburg Address. I really took my time. I'd have to go over that again. Let's see.
Now, Snow White, what's
You're
your...
really coming off as some sort of weirdo.
No!
Evil Queen asked the question.
Oh, yes, Evil Queen,
Now
my
we're going to
friend.
ask about Fire in the Sky.
Yes, Fire in the Sky is a movie about a true story.
Yeah.
It really
How
happened.
did you feel about that? How did you feel about playing
It's
that part?
true.
Did you believe it?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Aliens, man.
Yeah.
They're here. Just look around.
It's true. What
Dimension are we living in?
Right.
The Matrix.
We got maybe. We got a question. You, yes.
Hi.
I know this young lady.
We keep popping up.
She's a Cave Gallo fan.
I'm a
That's
Cave
right.
Gallo fan, and I want to ask about Cave Gallo
Sure.
because he was such an interesting character. He was sort of the combination between Father Knows Best and the T-1000.
Yeah.
He was a tough guy, and it was like an action movie.
Well, those are my favorite roles. I've only had 2 roles like that. Like John Doggett. Well, I've had a couple roles like that.
What I
John Doggett and Cade Gallo are good guys, tough guys with a heart of gold. And I like those characters. I wish I got to play more.
What I wanted to know is, what are some of your favorite moments or scenes on Scorpion where you got to interact with, for you, the younger actors? 'Cause
Oh boy,
how
yeah.
was that being
There-
their
well,
father
there was,
figure?
There was a lot of stuff. Riley was fun to work with, and Elias was fun to work with. And they all, each and every one of them, were wonderful actors.
Did you have a favorite like scene in an episode that just stood out to, like, this is the essence of Cade Gallo, and this part was?
Oh, maybe
Think
there
the
was
writers
there
nailed
was
it.
a Thanksgiving scene that we had that was pretty poignant. But anytime I defended them, you know, anytime I was taking on some bad guys, yeah, maybe riding a horse.
I remember.
For those of you that haven't seen Scorpion, it was a show that I did on CBS.
Anyone here for Scorpion?
But I would have still been doing it today if they hadn't canceled it.
Yeah.
But they canceled.
Bad timing.
Jeez. Any other questions out there? I'm looking over here. You in the blue, yes.
By the way, I want to thank you all for being here.
Give it up for yourselves.
There was nobody here.
Well, you earned it. You earned the whole of this. Oh, bravo.
Working in here and maybe doing an Amway. By the way, you could be a diamond in 6 months.
Can we show you the plan?
Yeah, let me show you the plan.
Let's see.
It's not a pyramid. No, I don't. I don't hang out with other actors. I hang out with other people that have real jobs and have a totally different set of things going on that they're worried about and concerned about, and it's not the same things that I'm concerned about and worried about. I enjoy, I'm a member of a motorcycle club. None of the guys that I ride with, thank you, the Booze Fighters. None of those guys are, you know, there is maybe one or two that are actors in my particular chapter. For the most part, it's guys that have, you know, straight jobs, and I enjoy that very much. It keeps it real for me. Otherwise, you know, and you know, I love other actors. I don't want that to come off the wrong way. I love other actors. There's so many that I have a lot of respect for, but to just hang out with a bunch of actors, you know, that's not a fun thing.
Robert,
So,
I'm curious.
I mean, my best friend that was an actor was Ray Liotta,
Oh.
and I don't, you know, there's nobody to replace Ray.
In your rise as you were like going up, did you get a chance to meet any actors that you respected, like from like?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've worked with Robert De Niro and Copland and Harvey Keitel and Ray. I mentioned Ray Liotta.
Which one's
Harrison Ford. I've worked with Clint Eastwood twice. I've done 2 movies with Clint. I did Trouble with the Curve with him. He was an actor, so I did scenes with Clint Eastwood. And then I did Flags of Our Fathers. He was the director.
Oh, that was
He directed me in that movie about the invasion of Iwo Jima. And I played Colonel Chandler Johnson, who gave the order to put the flag up on top of Mount Suribachi. I don't know if you guys saw that movie, but it's a great movie.
Flags of Our Fathers.
And Clint's a great guy. He's a wonderful director, and I mentioned Harrison Ford. I've done 2 projects with him, but yeah, I don't hang out with actors.
That's fair though.
Not my thing.
Yeah. Is there any other questions?
But I love them. I love actors. I have a lot of respect for them.
Hi there, Buzz.
How was your time on Peacemaker working with James Gunn and
Well, I was just working with him Friday,
Yeah.
and James is amazing. James Gunn's amazing. He's one of the most talented people I've ever met in my life. Incredible mind, and just wonderful human being. And I love him and his wife, Jen Holland. They're wonderful people. We were doing a big scene for the 2nd season of Peacemaker. Friday, right before I came here.
Wow.
And John is a wonderful guy. I've done 2 movies with John and 1 episode of Sight with John. I did John Cena's first movie, The Marine, which was his first movie,
Yeah.
and I played a bad guy. But they didn't know that when I did that. When James Gunn wrote the role for me for White Dragon, which I remember when we had a Zoom meeting, and he said, "I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I saw you in Perry Mason. I did Perry Mason for HBO," and he said, I saw you in Perry Mason, and there's something about that performance. I decided you were my White Dragon, and I wrote the role for you for Peacemaker. And if you know the role I play in Peacemaker, white supremacist, xenophobe, anti-Semite, homophobe, I hate everybody. It's not white, it's just disgusting. You know, you can't get any more despicable than that. And I was like, yeah, I don't take that personally. I won't take it.
And we got 5 more minutes. We're in the tail end.
Where we are.
Yes.
We made it to the end.
And yes, we got a question here.
I don't like the way you're putting your hand up there, sir.
Yeah, so,
No, the way you had your hand up.
sorry.
No, go do it again. No, that's not how you ask. You had this going on. You're weird.
I'm excited.
We just talked about White Dragon. This guy is a fucking cartoon.
Okay. Yeah, so how was it working the movie, The Double Dragon?
Oh, Double Dragon was silly. Yeah, it was very silly.
Yeah.
Very silly, but fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun to do. Mark Dacascos was great, Scott Wolf, and Alyssa Milano, they were also
Okay.
real sweet people. It was fun. That movie's kind of caught on. There seems to be like a small little cult following to it. But it was a lot of fun. Most money I ever got paid to do a movie. It was a
Wow.
It was a lot of money.
Wow.
Crazy now to think about it. Why would they pay me to do that?
Say yes, yes.
Mine too. It's my favorite character. Thank you. Yeah, Dogger was a sweet guy. You know, the whole experience was great. I really love working with my real wife in real life, played my divorced wife. And that was really special. My son was born during the first episode, which was really special. But that was a great experience. I loved working with Kim Manners, who was the director, that we did the first episode. And Jillian was great. She was very welcoming to me when I joined the show. And I loved working with Annabeth. She was wonderful. And great experience. Yeah, I could have done that one for a long time.
That's
I
awesome.
was so disappointed when it was canceled. That one and Scorpion, I was really disappointed. Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm looking for another nice steady gig on TV. One more ought to do it.
And speaking of one
Just
more,
ride Harleys off into the sunset.
we got one more.
By the way, you guys
question.
can follow me on social media. Danny, I'm taking over.
Please, yeah.
You can follow me on social media. My Instagram is RipFighter, RIPFIGHTER. I'm on Facebook now.
Oh.
Robert Patrick, T2. I'm on, what's that? TikTok. Robert Patrick, T2. And what's the other one? X. On the X.
You should be
Not
Twitter.
the real X, just X.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, not the drug.
Yes.
I'm on X, the social media. And that's Robert Patrick, T2. I'm actually trying to get them all to say Robert Patrick, T2. But everybody has any clues there.
Robert, we're at this is our last section. Our time is almost up. They're going to yell at me if I keep here any longer, but I'm going to give you the floor, as you should, and it's an opportunity to talk to your fans, to leave with some parting words.
Thank you so very much for being here. I really appreciate the support. I'm glad you guys enjoy the work I do. It's something I do, to be honest with you, I do everything I do for myself. but I am so grateful when other people appreciate it. And I'm being sincere as an artist. Every artist really is creating their art for themselves, to be honest with you, but it's extra special when people enjoy it and appreciate it, and the support you've given me over the years. I've had a great life, 40 years of doing this, so I'm very, very appreciative. So thank you.
Give it up, everybody. Robert, keep it going, everybody.
Thank you. I'm Mickey from 2013.
All right, nice to see you.
You too. You too.
We gotta go find a brother.
Yeah, no, we have no time.
You got it?
You got it.
Sorry, sweetheart. Hey. Right here, behind, beside you. Oh, Izzy, send me those pictures.
Oh, where are these orchids?
Oh, there's tons of snakes over there.
Oh, Robbie's over there. Jeez, Robbie, what does that say? 104. Where was I? 103.
Let me just
Yeah, I kept telling him the other door.
Buddy's with me only at 103.
There's Mary's right problem. He was on that. Robbie, why don't you come up here? Yeah, Robbie. Thank you. Robert, the husband. How about you coming in?
No, get your ass up here.
Robert, get up here. I was gonna embarrass you in front of everybody because you're not getting up here. No, you gotta come on this side. This side's full.